Hello, this is Crypto Neptune, and in this video, we're going to talk about some of the positive momentum that Telcoin has been on over the last month, and it all stemmed from the MWC 24 conference, at least some of the momentum. And Paul Neuner, I'm going to show a clip of him kind of talking about his thoughts on the conference and what they were able to achieve. And we're also going to look at Telcoin's price action over the last month and look at some other positive indicators that will definitely show you that Telcoin is picking up some momentum. Remember, nothing I say is financial advice. Make sure you use risk capital only. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, I ask that you hit that subscribe button as it'll greatly help me out. So let's dive right in.
It's been awesome. We love GSMA. We love this conference. Sometimes it feels a little bit too big, but for us, that's what we needed right now. First time having a booth, and the visibility has been amazing. I think also it's been important just getting past the crypto hype period for telecoms who have always known who we are, to see that we're still alive and that we've even elevated our game and that we've turned our vision into tangible products that are benefiting people. Digital cash, Telcoin network that they can now actually participate in has been awesome. Great networking. And yeah, we're excited for MWC Kigali next, and we're excited about the future.
Yeah, so great message there by Paul Neuner. He basically talked about the visibility that they were able to achieve at MWC 24. Hundreds of thousands of people go to this event yearly. So they had the booth, they were able to network, they were able to talk to telecom providers to let them know that they provide digital cash services and other products and services. And just simply networking with other merchants and vendors who don't know about Telcoin. That's the whole thing, is to get kind of that exposure that you need. So well done by the team far as, kind of sharing the vision. And then if we go and look at Telcoin over the last month, it is sitting at 68.91% increase over the last month. The price is 0.004 and some change. At its low lows, it was sitting at 0.0015. It rallied up to the 0.5s here. I did a pullback, but I definitely feel we can, retest that 0.005 there. Market cap is sitting at a strong 366 million, but still room to grow. In the bull run, I would not be surprised to be right around that 6 billion mark, and anything above that would be even better. I know last bull run it got to 3 billion, so I anticipate for that, again, not financial advice, but for that to double. But it's just because of the momentum of the whole market in general, too. And, here the volume is sitting at 3.8 million over the last 24 hours. So that's definitely strong. And it's been between that and 6 million. So more and more people are transacting and trading Telcoin. These numbers at one point had dipped, a little bit below a million in 24-hour volume. So it's nice to see this volume increase. And looking something else, he kind of mentioned stable coins in that video. But the first thing I want to look at is, let's see if I can find it. Telcoin Bank. So this new term has kind of been added within the user agreement, but they also go on to explain in here they've created something called eXYZ. It's kind of their digital cash for Telcoin. Is only trademarked to them, and these are the different currencies. So as you can see, there's a USD. Looks like there's a GPY currency, the Japanese yen probably, EGBP, and then EEUR. So they're, definitely kind of going after that digital cash part there. And then let's see. Oh yeah, this was interesting here. So it goes on to further explain what eXYZ is a digital token issued by Telcoin. So they're issuing digital tokens now. And it says eXYZ is fully backed by an equivalent amount of US dollars or applicable fiat currency held in E in FDIC insured and Federal Reserve Bank. So this is to protect their digital tokens and digital assets. So I like that they have the equivalent in fiat currency kind of backing these digital tokens. So if anything were to happen, they have that backup of fiat in the Federal Reserve and the FDIC insured to kind of help if there's some sort of unforeseen event. So this leads me to believe that this is well thought out. But I found that kind of interesting as far as it being added to the user agreement. And other positive indicators that I noticed. So here it looks like the holders has increased by 3%, so up to 46,424. So nice to see that in the positive. And then going over to the Polygon side, so we're sitting at 25,704. That is up 5%. So it is nice to see more and more people holding Telcoin and the amount of holders increasing. So that's another positive and another indicator of positive momentum. And then lastly, let's see. I haven't even looked, but let's see what TelFam has been talking about. Let's see. It says, I hope everyone. So T Jones writes, I hope everyone stacked up on Telcoin while it was dipping. These cheap prices won't be here for long. So he's pretty bullish on, or I shouldn't assume he or she is pretty bullish on Telcoin. Then here, Telcoin pumping. What else? So there's a nice little message there. Let's see. Just kind of going through here. And then Jess writes, Tel definitely not messing around. 9% up on the daily. 1 cent coming sooner than you think. Most people are not aware. Yeah, that's the thing, because we've seen some of these cryptocurrencies just kind of fly overnight. And, we've seen them kind of fly overnight. They just kind of just go on this rip. And it's essentially game over. A lot of you have probably seen like your portfolios looking pretty good, slowly building and gradually going up. I've also noticed that the Telcoin rewards have also increased too. And if you have not downloaded the Telcoin app, I will leave my referral link in the YouTube description. Feel free to use it, but more and more people are transacting within the Telcoin app. And what does DB say? He normally has a lot of Telcoin going strong and regaining superpowers. Let's see how this ascending, broadening wedge work out for those who hodl or hold on for dear life. So Professor Tommy. So the community is feeling pretty strong for the most part. Telcoin on Saturday. And then DB goes on the right. DF Finance, and it's available on the Tel app. There's more than Telcoin on the Telcoin app. There's a variety of different assets. DFX is on there, Aave, Solana, Matic, Maker's in there, Wrap Bitcoin's in there, Chainlink. The list goes on and on of Balancer, of different assets within the Telcoin app, and it's relatively cheap to trade too. So that's something to consider. And then I want to say Baiju. Am I saying that right? I hope I'm saying that right. He's going to correct me. I hope he corrects me. As I said, if you bought the dip, that was your chance because Tel looks very strong and this baby will run and run hard. So props to him. Tel fam, they keep the momentum alive because they are really engaged as a community. This is what Tel fam is, one of the most engaged communities out there, and I can't emphasize that enough. We all respond to each other's posts, interact with each other's posts, and that's how you're in a bullish type of community and people are bullish on the project. So that's what I really, really love about Tailfam. There's always some type of post. Tailfam is willing to go down a rabbit hole to find information. So it's important. Without positive momentum is important, but also having that community behind it, kind of spreading the positive message is also bullish. So I can't emphasize that enough. So for me on Telcoin, is it. The positive momentum is here. Telfam is feeling pretty good. Our CEO Paul Neuner putting out a great message and kind of leading the charge for as the future for Telcoin. Thanks for listening and thanks for stopping by.